Merriest of Christmas, everybody. Christmases? Merry Christmas, everyone! This song, loving it. Sorry, I'm still on this. I'm down with this music. It's good. Good. Should have I stayed in bed? Maybe I should have stayed in bed. Good morning, folks. Good afternoon, even. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I give up. Hi, how you doing? Happy Sunday? Potox is first, correct? And 18 months. 18 months! Hey, Acorn, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Thank you, Potox. Welcome back to the end of the year. We are quickly approaching 2022, folks. The joys of multiple monitors. Hitting us with a positive check and a hydrate straight off the bat, Acorn. Okay, everybody start off the day. I don't know it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but you know, these are things that happen. And Monster, please sponsor me. Hello, Kariana. Hello. Let's, what's the way to do... No. My brain, she's not working. Okay. I think I'm good. I feel very disorganized today, folk. It's weird starting streaming in the middle of the day. It is weird. But you know what? I didn't know if I was going to have the energy to stream this morning, so I didn't want to make promises I couldn't keep. Oh my goodness, Kumadori. 11 months. 11 months. Thank you, my friend. 12 months is in the new year. Woo! Happy New Year's just around the corner, folks. We've got... I missed the whole timer countdown thing. That's a whole thing. Akumadori, you're already up on the wall. Yeah, you're up on the tree. Everybody's up on the tree. The tree's still up, folks. We cycled a whole, like, we're past the 1 month mark. But if anyone new does resubscribe today, you are gonna get you still get up on the tree. What I'm trying to say. I believe JC is still streaming. I know he wanted to go do the Winterfest stuff. So let's find out how long till JC is ready for Winterfest. Double snap. I'm gonna jump in. What are we doing here? Hello? Yeah, Potox. The other day, I searched the end for the better part of, I want to say 3 hours. Found one end city, and I only had 2 chests in it. Only 2 chests. Hey, Uni. Hey. Happiest of Sundays. Folks, what a day. I hope everyone had a really good Christmas and they ate too much food and all that kind of jazz. I know I did. Ooh, there's JC! That's going good. You're sounding very good. Did you get a new microphone? Oh, very silky smooth today, my friend. It helps if I unmute the audio. My goodness. Akumadori, thank you for not ruining yes.
At least we caught it early this time, unlike the last time.
Oh my god. And Acorn gifting No, Uni gifting a T-sub 1 to Acorn. Thank you very much, Uni. What is going on? People are too kind. People are too kind. Uni, are you already up on the tree? You're already up on the tree from subbing earlier, didn't you? There are too many baubles, folks. I can't find all the names quickly. Anyway, do you want to go do Winterfest?
Yeah, I'm down.
And Captive Gamers is just subscribed for 2 months. Oh my goodness. There's a hype train. I don't think I've ever had a hype train. What the actual F is going on?
Nice.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Captive Gamer, are you already up on the tree? Because I now have to ask you this question, because I don't remember. You was first. Okay. Very well then. I won't put you up again. Okay. Hey, let's go to Winterfest before my brain melts down.
And I'm trying not to spoil anything. I'm looking at the ground.
Oh no, you can do whatever you like, man.
All right, cool. Oh yeah, because I can't spoil it for your stream. Only
mine. No. Can your stream hear me?
They should be able to.
Oh, scary. Hi, JC stream.
I can see the computer sound moving when you talk, so I presume so.
Hey, JC, soon make sure you give him a sub because this is his 1 year streaming anniversary. See what I did there?
Thanks, man.
Hey, Kumadori. Hey, JC. I assume Katiana's here somewhere as well.
There she is.
There's Katiana. Hi, Katiana. Hello, hello.
I had to move a bee.
A bee? Where did the bee go?
I need more nether quartz. I need more nether quartz. I had to move a bee.
It is very much that situation, isn't it? We have run out of all the resources, folks. But hey, welcome to Winterfest. Akumadori, there is a stream team channel that you should have permission to access. Captive Gamers, drop into biddies. 500 biddies. Thank you, my friend. There you go, Akumadori. It's push to talk. So similar to what we did with October for Halloween, we did like a fall festival. We did a little bit of a winter festival as well. So people on the server have set up little things for some winter fun. So let's go explore what people built. Who wants to show you first?
Start off with the cabin.
Here.
We've got the Frozen Gourd Lodge, sponsored by the Pumpkin Patch Inn. Kumadori, I don't know if I've got enough room in my belly for more turkey, but you know, oh, this is glazed ham. Okay, I didn't have any glazed ham yesterday. I can definitely do glazed ham.
Yeah, the glazed ham you need to have a bowl to take a portion from.
Ooh.
Uni! You're breaking me, Uni. Uni just gifted 5 subs to the community, and that's very generous of you.
Ooh, nice.
I'm literally speechless. You know what? He's pushing that hype train. That's what it is. He's pushing the hype
those
train.
emotes.
He wants those emotes.
Oh, I can see the ham bone now.
Yeah, it's neat.
Oh, it changes. Oh, that is crazy. Oh, I can't eat anything. Oh, I'm not hungry. But I've got a plate of honey glazed ham that I can eat later. Guys, I'm trying to show off what people have been working on, and you're all being all bing and bongs in my ears. I appreciate it, but dang. This is cool. I like this. I like this. This is very cute.
Yeah, really nice.
Thank you.
I love the open fires. Fires are such great
Hold
addition.
on.
there's also just like the ham, like smoked ham and potato pancakes, which I didn't get to make too many because I apparently didn't have a lot of potatoes on hand.
Oh. Oh, I definitely could have helped with potatoes. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. But I was trying to think, what else can I do for like a winter thing? And I'm like, latkes.
Oh, yeah, of course. Great idea. I'm going to steal one of each for me to snack on later. Nice. And Potox coming in with 300 biddies. My goodness, Potox. You already do so much for the channel and the community. Thank you so much, my friend. That's so cool. I love it.
Very nice.
Kumadori doing beautiful builds as per usual. Where did Katiana go? Did we lose her?
I think Mom's still in the cabin. Oh, there she is.
Still eating that turkey. Hey, I mean, the turkey was good. If the turkey was anything like the turkey I had yesterday, delicious.
Yeah, we had ham yesterday. It was really good.
The TPS is really bad,
The
guys.
train car is doing its best.
Gotta love it. Let's say Nico Cola.
I think it's
Nuke-Cola.
supposed to be Nuka-Cola.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Nuke-Cola from Fallout.
Yeah. I wish there was a way that I could unload the rest of the server just for like 5 minutes. It's all good.
Well, I know on my end, I somehow accidentally opened Premiere, so that tanked it for me personally.
So what's this Katiana? What do we got here? I'm gonna sit in this and go around on circle because I can. I'm not. Wow.
If somebody will. Yeah. Oh my god, that's so bad. Somebody needs to press one of the buttons and then stand on top, and then it should be explanatory.
Okay, I got it. Oh, this guy's got a box. Someone's got to push the button while I'm on it.
Getting out of this. Oops. And now I'm looking up my dress. I
guess it doesn't push you up very quick.
No, but you have to see what's in the box.
Oh! It's Jack in the Box!
Nice.
Am I right?
You are correct. This is
Nice.
Spider Pet. His name is Jack, and he's in a box.
His name is Jack!
I didn't realize his name was Jack.
Too funny.
Yeah, she was telling me a little bit about it yesterday.
He's a Jack in the box.
That's
Very
cute.
well done. I love it. I love it. It's very Christmas themed. You know what we should have built? We should have built like a road with like these guys. Nutcrackers. Like everyone decorated nutcracker. This is one I got for Christmas from family many years ago. It's very cool.
Anyway, the minecart, the cart is red because I'm using one of the shaders. So you get those shader grab bags from like doing Gaia battles and stuff like that, and there's a whole bunch of different ones. You can use those on carts, and they get all different colors and combinations of things. And one of the red ones is the cola one.
I like it.
And I thought, how perfectly festive for Christmas, because, you know, Coca-Cola and Christmas just go hand in hand. And there's one that's a pure black, and I'm like, oh, if only I'd known this before, we could have used that for Kumadori's Halloween ride. It would have been perfect.
Nice. Yeah, Coca-Cola is responsible for the version of Santa we all know and love.
Oh, I know. It's just So perfect. And then next to it, we have the ice castle.
Hall of Mirrors. Brought to you by the Island of Misfit Toys. I don't know that reference.
I recognize it, I just can't think of it.
You've never watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the classic animated cartoon that had the stop animation?
That's where it's from.
Sure. How many years ago now?
It would have been your childhood. Everybody's childhood should have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with the stop frame animation. And the Yeti Snowman, the Abominable Snowman with the Dentist Elf, and
Kenny,
the Island of
I'm
Misfit
old.
Toys.
That was a long time ago.
I'm older than you are, and I'm old with it.
Okay, show us inside.
Go inside. Now, this was going to be far more impressive than it was, but we do not have the mod that lets you turn actual portals into actual true reflective mirrors.
Oh, that's what you were explaining the other day.
Yes, there is a mod that lets you convert nether portals into true reflective mirrors.
Oh,
That mod
okay.
is not in the pack. So I had to modify and just do the banners with the color combinations that make them resemble mirrors.
They look like mirrors, yeah.
They do look very similar to mirrors with the color combinations on them. And then in lieu of toys,
Inventory
pets.
pets. Yep, inventory pets works.
So
I get it.
I filled the place with inventory pets in lieu of toys.
And you've got a nice little Hanukkah pet here too. Where's the
There's
Christmas pet?
There's a couple of snow golem pets. There's a Hanukkah pet, and then there's some chickens and pigs and all the different animals.
Too cool.
Nice. I'm sorry the mod is not here for the reflections.
Yeah, it would have been a much cooler effect if I had true reflective mirrors in my Hall of Mirrors, because that would have then been like so totally awesome as it was in my head.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so this ended up being a much smaller, scaled down version of what I had, but we went then it still worked with the Island Misfit Toys with the pets, so that part at least worked.
I like it.
And then so then one of the big toys in the Island of Misfit Toys is the Jack in the Box, who's one of the main characters. That's why next to it. And then playing with the piston effect to get that to actually be a working mechanism. And then since Akuma Dori didn't do her rail thing this time, I thought I would include a rail thing with mine because I wanted to use that Coca-Cola rail cart because it's just so festive. We have to use it somehow. So those are my contributions to Winterfest.
I love it. I love it. It's pity we
Very
don't
nice.
have like pop that we could be drinking while we're soda. Yeah, we don't have any.
Yeah, it's not in it like CT1 has.
Disappointed. Okay.
Rip.
Well, there's a hole there. Holes are dangerous, folks. And then, who built this? Oh,
I
JC.
did. Yeah, my first attempt at making a snow globe.
Oh, I kind of love this. Can I get inside? I guess you can't really get inside a snow globe,
Nah.
can you?
Well, I mean, you could break the glass and go in. It's fine.
No,
But
it's okay.
It's like a little log cabin out in the snowy tundra.
I like it. That's super cute.
Yeah, it
Two
turned out.
cabins.
Hmm?
There's two cabins now then.
Yeah. My first attempt, it's not the best. I probably should have got a little bit bigger, but I didn't want to go too big for my first time trying.
Yeah, no, it makes sense to me. I get it. I knew exactly what it was as soon as I saw it.
Yeah, like I had Googled some pictures to look at, and like the ones that they made were like a bazillion times bigger than mine. I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm doing that by hand.
Yes.
I made this by hand. I didn't do it with like a builder or anything.
Yes. Yeah, big projects at Christmas. terrible idea. Anyway.
Yeah.
I think it turned out very cute.
Yes.
Thank you.
No, it works really well. And I know you built something else, which is sitting up over there.
We can continue down the road. It's even got an elevator. Welcome to the ice skating rink.
Ooh, nice. Hot cocoa with marshmallows and apple cider. $1? This is like bargains.
Suggested retail price. Feel free to take one for free. It don't matter.
Where do I get them from?
You gotta get it on the inside.
Oh yeah.
Can't access it from out here, unfortunately.
Oh, marshmallows, hot cocoa, apple cider. Someone's getting drunk after this. These are all the same. Nice.
Yeah.
And then what we got? Scarves for $5.
That way, if you get cold, you put one on.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's a Britannia thing.
Can I wear it? How do I wear it? Where does it go?
Put it on.
Cosmetic slot.
Mm-hmm. If you take your armor off, you can see it. Or turn your armor off.
Which armor? My chest piece?
Yeah. See, there you go. Now you can see the blue.
Ah! That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, I've got magnets on. I apologize, folks. Hang on, let me turn off magnets. Like a proper streamer, I came organized. Hey, I took off my magnet. Why is it still coming back to me? There we go. My goodness. Okay. I'm gonna put my armor back on though, because you know, you gotta be careful around here.
The ice skate rentals.
Oh, okay.
Where they have Nimble 8.
Frost Troll leather boots with Nimble 8. That's a lot of Nimble 8 books, my friend.
Yeah, man.
You've been busy.
So you can put them on and then you can go ice skating.
I'm not moving quickly. Why is everyone else moving quickly and I'm not?
I don't know.
I got dodgy shoes. I'm changing to another pair.
Yeah, maybe they're defect.
It says Nimble 8. You guys all zipping around. I'm like... Okay. Boots?
You don't have anything that would slow you down, huh?
This
Are
one
you putting
seems...
them on like in your real armor slot or your cosmetic?
Yeah, my real armor slot.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, man. Oh, this... No, I'm moving fast now. I don't know what was happening with the other pair. We need Christmas music. Hang on. Christmas playlist. Wait a second.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
Christmas playlist. Music up. Skating a Christmas.
Yeah. But if you turn the bobbing part off, it looks like you're really skating. Running.
I'm also just trying to spin as I let myself slide.
Do little twirls and jumps.
Oh, you turned bobbing off. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I've got bobbing already turned off.
Yeah.
I can't do the bobbing. This is very Christmassy. Give me a Christmassy song. Very nice, JC. I like it.
Thank you. Yeah.
We need oh man. Now I just want to go and rug up and go ice skating. The ice skating rink here is all closed because of COVID and blah 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 blah. Anyway.
Oh, that sucks.
It's fine. Realistically, I wouldn't have gone anyway.
Yeah. I've only gone ice skating once IRL and I fell like a million times and I said, nah, it's not for me.
You know what? These things happen.
Yeah, well, I live in Florida. We don't get a lot of snow or ice down here, so.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. And then there's one more build, I think, because I think that's what everyone built. Yeah.
Those are my 2 things.
So I had plans, and I adapted my plans because I didn't think about my plans before I made my plans. You know, as you do. Anyway.
Of course.
Of course. But so the idea here is this little so the story behind my build. This little hamlet here of like winter things for people to come and do is in the middle of nowhere for a reason, because it's also where Santa's workshop is. So normally Santa's workshop's protected by an invisibility barrier, but because, you know, he's tired, he's been delivering gifts all night, the barrier kind of fades a little bit come Christmas time, and the people of the town can kind of share some fun with the people who work at Santa's workshop. So this is what I built. See previous comment of building too many things on Christmas.
Ooh, the presents look cool too. Are those different chests?
I broke a inventory. Unfortunately, there's nothing in the presents because anything I wanted to give you guys would have completed quests for me. So it's purely cosmetic. But we made a tree. It's full of lights and baubles and super cute. And then this village is like where all the elves live. So don't look inside. I didn't get that far. This took long enough. But imagine like there's a coffee shop and a restaurant and there's a bookstore and there's somewhere where people can buy clothes and there'd be a bar where the elves get drunk at night and all that kind of jazz.
Yeah, I gotta have one of those.
Of course. You probably got some housing in the back somewhere here. We've got there's little things in all the laneways. Even though there's nothing inside the house, oops, it's a bit dark. But there is like stairs to get upstairs. Let's pretend that's not there. So like you got a little balcony up here.
But I love the use of the Aurora blocks as the barrier.
I know, right? That worked exactly how I envisaged it too.
It adds to lore very nicely.
Yeah, I figured.
And I actually love the alleyways too. They're still like personality even in the alleys.
Yep, little things. There's there's these ones back here are probably like storerooms. They don't have any lights in them or anything, or any windows. I don't know. It's just a lot of fun. And then of course, like you've got actual Santa's workshop. So this is just like the town square where the Christmas tree sits. So you've got the workshop over here. Santa's sleigh is all prepped for next year because, you know, he prepares early. There's a lot of kids he's got to get gifts for. We've got all of the reindeer. Rudolph's ready to guide the sleigh. I don't know. This is the best I could do in making reindeer, folks.
Very cool, man. No, it looks very nice. I like it.
A little bit of a runway for them to take off from. Santa's upgraded to ender chests. He doesn't have to fill a sack anymore. He's got different color-coded ender chests for the kids as he's dropping off. There's a couple of warehouses.
So he has a coal chest?
Actually, he doesn't have a coal chest. Should have done that.
Oh!
Well, this is a very friendly Santa. And then there's some warehouses. Of course, the warehouses are all empty because, you know, all the gifts have gone. Katiana's already popped her head into the workshop. And then you've got a control tower. I'm saving the best for last, of course. You got the control tower where the elves run mission control from. They can watch Santa as he's taking off and make sure everything's being taken care of.
Should have put like one of the RF tool screens up here. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I just did. There is only one interior that's decorated.
I know you ran out of time. So.
I was working on this till 2 o'clock in the morning this morning. And then you've got Santa's Workshop itself. This is just the front part of Santa's Workshop, but all the gifts are coming from deeper in the workshop, and they're going into the ender chests, ready just in time for Santa to deliver them. We've got some quality control stations here, where the elves can make sure that the gifts are up to Santa's standards. We've got some shenanigan belts going as the presents are coming from the different parts of the factory. So this is what I built.
This is too cool, District. You did a stand-up job, man.
I had a lot of fun. I did have a lot of fun making this.
Yeah, it's great to show off Create. Yeah.
I don't know if I did a good job with Create. This is pretty sketchy. I'm not gonna lie.
It doesn't look that bad. Like, honestly, that, like, because of the animation for, you know, having the items on the actual conveyor belt, it really sells what this place is.
That was the whole idea as well. I wish, though, that I could show the different types of presents, but the present boxes only change when you connect multiple boxes together. So...
well, that's why you have color coding.
Yeah. But I think this came up cool. It's lots of fun.
Yeah, it turned out really good, man. I like it.
Just don't look behind the walls. But anyway, that's what we did for Winterfest. I really appreciate everyone building cool stuff for the festivals. This is something I'd like to do continuing on future servers as well.
Oh, for sure.
Setting up themes and maybe a bit more brainstorming together so we can work on some projects together and stuff. I think that would be really cool.
And more coordinated effort to tell us where we are to build and we are not to build.
I maybe should have had that conversation ahead of everyone getting started. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, that's what the New Year's for.
Because my original plan was to have the Waystone like in the middle of the town square, but I didn't tell anyone that this is what I was going to do. So by the time I came over to do this, everyone had already built stuff, and I didn't have the heart to say, "Hey guys, I'm gonna just move some things." So I just adjusted, the law behind what I was doing. But I think this worked well.
Yeah. We're not mind readers sometimes. You know?
No. Katiana's still lost in the in the city.
She got stuck in the Santa's workshop. She's taking a couple presents home.
My goodness, careful! There may be a coal sack there later.
I had to finish the row before I could put my knitting down.
But yeah, that's kind of it for Winterfest. If anyone wants to decorate the interior of these buildings, feel free. Just watch out for creepers. Actually, I think I've put down enough. I know JC put down a whole lot of mega torches, and I think I put down extras, so there shouldn't be any mobs spawning in here.
Yeah, because the other night when I was over here, all the mobs were coming after me like hardcore.
Yes.
Because I got that stupid rig on, and I haven't got anything to counteract it yet.
Yep. But I'm pretty happy with how this all came out.
Yeah, because the only other little thing I really did was just this snowman right at the Waystone.
Oh, that would have been cool. Oh, did anyone see the snowman? Oh, hang on. Did he despawn?
No, he was in there.
He was in there? I didn't show him off. There's a snowman watching over everyone. He's like the foreman, making sure that the factory's running correctly and making sure all the gifts are getting out on time.
Too cool.
I should have named him.
Wait, where did you put him?
He's in here in the workshop. I was going to put snowmen everywhere, but then I didn't want the snow covering all the ground. Up here.
Oh!
Just sitting in the corner, overlooking, watching everyone. I should have named him. Hey, Jay Wilson.
Sort of like your plague doctor is overseeing your ride.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, except he didn't have to forcibly go recruit someone. He had to go build it.
Yes, the building was much easier than catching. The Christmas tree...
In my defense, he happened to walk near the ride.
The Christmas tree was hard to do the baubles because you can't hang lanterns from leaves. So I ended up putting like fences inside of the leaves so I could hang the baubles from them.
Still turned out really nice, man. I like it.
Yeah, I think it worked well. And my janky ass star on top, but you know, making a star in Minecraft's difficult.
Well, the thing I was going to say with using the fence post, that basically just means it's the little hooks you normally put into a tree.
Yeah, or like the branches or something. I think it worked.
Mm-hmm. It turned out really nice.
And for the record, Akumadori's Plague Doctor came in handy because I needed to buy something from a Plague Doctor, and I knew exactly where one was.
That is true.
So, the fact that she had one on deposit came in very, very handy for quest progression.
Indeed. Speaking of quest progression, I need to catch up to you guys. Finishing all your creative items and I haven't even started yet.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Although when you do, we can start a new pack and put this buggy nightmare behind us of needing 5 million resources of this, that, and the other. So
I mean, that's a minor detail. I am crafting 2 million crushed coal right now.
Oh, jeez.
Goodness me.
Fun times.
Fun times indeed.
That's what the end game modded is all about, right?
It is. So I am going to head back to my base and go start on some creative items so I can catch you guys. Sneaky people miles ahead of me. Thank you very much for showing off what you worked on for the Winterfest. Start thinking about what we're going to have for the Spring Festival. I should have filled the place with these little dudes as the elves.
That'd been cool.
Oh, why didn't I think of that?
that would have been perfect.
It would have been so cool. I don't know if I could have kept them like... Well, I guess I could have just walked around.
Yeah, you could have had it just free roaming.
Yeah, little dude. It'd be cool if you could like give them different colored outfits. Anyway, I'm thinking ahead for next year. Anyway, I'm gonna jump out of Discord and go work on some crafting. But thank you very much for showing off what you worked on. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas and Santa brought you all the gifts and you ate too much food and you got to hug your loved ones.
Ditto. Back to you, man.
Same to you.
I certainly did.
Happy holidays to you all.
Catch you later on. Bye.
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 Okay, folks, let us see what we can do about some crafting, because JC and Katiana have basically finished all the creative items, which is just a little bit shenanigans. I need to play catch up, and I'm doing some crafting. So, what are we even working on? There is noises. I made a whole lot of these to help with our crushing. These are fully sped up. Let's not talk about the TPS. We currently are running 3 crafts? No, 2 crafts. Yeah, 2 crafts. We've got 26,000 logic processors still to craft. And then we've got 1.8 million coal dust to craft. 1.8 million. I don't know. So when did I start this? I started this at about, I want to say around 10 a.m. So it's been going for about 3 hours. So it's done 200,000 in 3 hours. 36 hours is what it's thinking for the full craft. And why am I making 2 million of these? Hey, Shelfic. I'm making 2 million of these because I need to make 4 speculative processes. No, 32,000. I need to make singularities. So I need 32,000 speculative processes. And this requires all the coke dust, because the coke dust and the fluix dust, it's mixed together to make the carbonic fluix dust, which is then used to make the pure fluix thingies. It's used to make these guys, the resonating gems. No, not the resonating gems. What's it used for? No, it's used for this one. Speculation core, here. The carbonic fluix dust and a skystone dust is put together with a matter ball to make the speculation core. And I need a lot of speculation cores. So that's just going to craft in the background. Nothing I can do about that. We're just going to have to wait for that. Let's put away this food so we can snack on it later. So that's crafting. I was able to unlock the 4th sign for Eidolon, which unlocked the upgraded altar. And it also unlocked the sigil. So I'm gonna try. Let's see if we can make the sigil. Because I need the sigil to make the upgraded effigy. But I did try crafting the things that I can't craft in another dimension where the TPS was better and stuff. It didn't help, guys. It didn't help. I tried. It didn't. So what do we need for this Sigil of Darkness? So let me have a look here. Nope, wrong book. Which one is it? Oh, did I put it back in here? Maybe I put it back in here. No? Oh, R's. That's right. There it is. So, I tried doing this in a couple of different dimensions to see if we could get the stirs to register correctly. They don't. But I did manage to do the sacrifice animal, which gave me this new soul sign, which then unlocked the Touch of Darkness, Stone Altar, and Elder Statue. So this one, the Dark Lord has granted you the ability to touch certain items with dark power. Perform the above chant while looking at a certain dropped item. When cast on pewter inlay, the inlay will be transfigured, taking the form of the unholy symbol. Ah. Yeah, so the prayers I found, see, it says like some of these can only be done once a day. I feel like it can only be done once a physical day, not a Minecraft day. Because like some of them I've like slept and, you know, come back and it still doesn't work. But if I come back like a physical day later, then I can do the chant again. So I don't know if there's something weird there, but I can't do any of, like I can't make soul gems because the stirs don't register or something. And I can't do the shadow gems. Again, I think it's because the stirs don't register. And I can't make essence of death because again, the stirs don't register. So I don't know if I'm just doing it wrong or if it's because of the lag or what. If I'd done this back at the start of the playthrough, it probably would have worked fine. But I want to try and do this dark sigil. So I need to look at a pewter inlay. Okay. Let's make us one of these. It says a dropped item? Certain dropped item? Okay, so I guess I have to put it on the ground or something. I guess I'd take my magnet back off again. And we'll drop it on the altar just to make our life better. And then what am I pressing? Okay, so if I go like this and I go like that. Now you gotta wait like a good 10 seconds for the chant to register. It worked! I couldn't get one of these before. Okay, didn't I need 2 of these? There's something else that I needed one for the effigy. Oh, and I need the shadow gem. I can't make the shadow gems, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it was the wicked weave was the other thing I needed it for. Okay, so how do we make the upgraded effigy? Polish, so stone, smooth stone, and a gold inlay. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. Stone, smooth stone, inlay. You? No. There? I've already forgotten. Below. There. There we go. There's our elder statue. Makes our altar more powerful. Gimme. Did I pick that up? I don't know what happened there. Okay, there he is. So that's cool. Hey, it's Cthulhu. He's got tentacles. But that is also another quest done. Beautiful. Oh, okay, so I need to make a scythe. So we do need one more of those. Okay, hang on. Let's do another one. I can do that. JC getting his creative compressor completed. My goodness. Oh, that didn't use up the old unholy symbol. Ah. Okay. So. Oh, I wonder if the items around the outside don't get used. No, it did use the gold inlay though. I'm confused. Okay, pewter inlay. No, I need the scythe, right? I need soul shards, some pewter ingots, some sticks, and tattered cloth. Okay. We can do that. Soul shards, pewter, stick, and cloth. All these things I've got. Okay. You, and you. Reaper's Scythe. Harvester of Souls. Okay, can I put this on the altar? I thought I could put this on the altar for some reason. Meh. Okay. So, the only quest I can't do here... Oh, can I do this one now? I know. Because that just needed the unholy symbol, didn't it? That was the thing I was missing? Hang on. Hang on. Sanguine items. Oh no, that one needs the lesser soul gem. I can't craft those. Those are the ones I couldn't craft. Well, that's a bummer. So I think I've done all of the Eidolon quests that I can do. Except for this last one. Which is... I need to sacrifice a villager. I guess I can do this. So, for the fifth and last sign, you'll need to unlock a prayer of sacrificing a villager. To unlock this prayer, you'll need to make an unholy symbol, fill the goblet with blood, and perform the prayer, wicked blood, wicked. Now you need to fill the goblet with blood from villager and perform the prayer, blood, wicked, blood, soul, and finally you will get the last sign. Okay. I can do that. How do we fill the goblet again? That was using... Fill with animal's blood. No, hang on. How do we fill the animal? Kill the pig near the goblet and with the combination... Oh, we just killed the pig and the goblin. Okay, so let's get a pig. Pretty sure I had some spares. Not piglins. Pigs. JC! Coming in with the raid. Thank you, my friend. Happy streamiversary. Streamiversary? Streamiversary sounds right. I'm gonna get a pig. I need a mob imprisonment tool. And I see you finished up the creative compressor. How many creative items do you have left to go? Whoa, that's a bad spot for me to stand. Creative items. Oops. Because, like, you've done basically everything up here now, haven't you? You just got, like, the jetpack, the mana battery, and, like, a couple of items here to go? Need a pig. Pig. 10 more. Okay, okay. So I've still got time to catch you, is what you're saying. I'm not gonna catch them, folks. I don't think I can catch them. Pig. Did I click that one too many times? Nope. Oh, clicking too many times. There we go. Oh. Pig, I'm going to also capture you. Because, you know, I may need you to help me in the future. And by the future, I mean right now. $13 total. Oh, man. I gotta catch up. Gotta catch up. Okay, I gotta take off my animal book for a minute. Put the pig on the altar. Okay. So that's got that. So then if we want to do the... Oh, I also need a villager. So let's go get a villager. Put all this stuff in our inventory. Where will I find a villager? Up to 2300 JC shenanigans. Did Shifter have villagers in spawn eggs, or does he only have wandering traders? I don't think I've got a villager. Oh no, but he had... Right, I could use the purifying liquids, and I can get a zombified villager from his base. Or from spawn. Let us go do that. Well, that's falling through the world. How was everyone's Christmas, by the way? Did everyone get up to some fun? Did you travel? Were you able to travel? Did you eat too much food? What was your favorite food that you ate? Did Santa bring you all the things that you wanted him to bring you? Was that weird uncle creepy like he always is? You know, how was Christmas? And for those of you who don't celebrate Christmas, how is your festive season going? I hope you are still getting to spend time with your loved ones. Because, you know, really that's... I know Christmas is very commercialized or very religious, depending on what side of the fence you sit on. But ultimately, it's about spending time with people important to you. Oops, I went to the wrong place. And just sharing some love. At least that's what it is for me. I spent the day with my nephews, doing the things that... I just came down too far. Eating too much food, playing video games. Projects, are you the creepy uncle? Oh, Products, I don't think you're the creepy uncle. Or are you? I don't know. You just called me creepy. Mostly stayed at home and played Minecraft. Gifts were great. Ooh, Ghost in the Shell series. Nice. And some new camera stuff. Ooh. That does sound good. What am I doing here? I am trying this. Okay, so for the 5th and last sign, you need to unlock the prayer of sacrificing a villager. To unlock this prayer, you'll need to make the unholy symbol, fill the gauntlet with blood, and perform the prayer, blah, blah, blah. Now you need to find a goblet. Now you fill with the blood of villager. Oh, hang on. I've already done the first half of this. Why is it telling me this? Because I've done that there. I don't know if I can do this again. You didn't use the drum with blood, but you poisoned yourself. Ooh. Yeah, JC, that's going to be a thing. I saw the Studio Ghibli books. That was very cool. Rip your bank account, went to the jewelry store, and looked at your wife's solutions. Hey, but Potox, just think about how happy your wife is now. Because you got to share the love. There you go, JC. Okay, so let's get ourselves a... I think I need to do this one first. So it's the... Nope. That one. I just don't know if this is going to work a second time today, right? Because we just did this. Oh, it did work. And I acquired new knowledge. What? Oh, there's sacrificed villager. Oh, okay. Now I can do this in chat. 7 gingerbread houses. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah, my boss made gingerbread houses with his family. I've never actually made a gingerbread house. That's not something that we've ever done. Maybe I should do that one here. Don't attack me. Turn into villager. Nice. Yeah, well, you still do it. Yeah, kit is how I would do it as well. I'm not going to make the gingerbread itself. That would be a disaster. Okay, the last one of these I did change like almost instantly. So why is this one not? Yeah. Oh, at work you had a... Ooh, that's cool. Dude. Please convert. There he is. Okay. Hey. I'm really sorry, Mr. Villager. But, you know, this is for science. What do I need? I need that one. Okay. You go there. And then... You. Don't go too far, buddy. Was he too far away? Suck. Hey. Don't make me trap you. Protox found an end city. I'm gonna go, we'll go hit it up in a second. Fence. You get blocked in now, my friend. Oh, you can use the command /spawn end city. What? Can you? You can't spawn an end city, can you? Now this guy can't escape. Sucker. Can he? No, he can't. Oh, it was a joke. I believed you for a minute there. Okay, let's try this again. Now you can't run away. You. Hey, modded Minecraft, Podox. You never know what can happen. What am I doing wrong? Now you need to fill the goblet with blood of villager and perform the prayer. Wicked, blood, soul, and finally you will get the last sign. That is a villager. Let's read the thing. Perform the above chant before the goblet of villager blood. Oh. Sorry. I need to get the blood in the altar. I need to get the blood in there first. Yeah, okay. It's okay. We catch up eventually, folks. Yeah, Protox, it's definitely something that we might want to consider. I know it's cool to build in the other dimensions. Like, I really like the build that Naga made in the Nether. That's freaking cool. But it would be good to be able to reset dimensions, especially things like the End and the Nether. So yeah, we'll definitely have to look at how we can maybe approach that. Yeah, well that too, right? Like, can you imagine a whole playthrough in the better End? That would be awesome. I'd be down for that. All those extra blocks, that'd be so cool. Ah, why are you still not work? Blood, wicked, blood, soul. What am I missing, folks? Perform the above. Blood, wicked, blood, soul. Must be... Oh, hang on. Must be enchanted before an elder statue on a stone altar. That's what I did. Elder statue, stone altar. Why you no work? One more try. I may have to wait till tomorrow. Because I already did it once today and there was no blood and it fizzled. Yeah, so maybe the gods are just mad and I have to wait till the next day. So we'll try that again later. But like I said, I can't do this one because I can't get this crafting recipe to work, and I can't do this one because I can't make the wicked weave because I can't get the shadow gem crafting recipe to work, and I can't do this one for that same reason. We need the shard for that. So I think that's probably the end of Eidolon for us, which kind of sucks. But you know, there's still one more thing that I want to try. Because I'm setting up the new server for the next pack. And I want to try loading this world on that server, because that server's got a lot more grunt. So I want to see if that maybe is an option. But we'll come back to that, because that's going to take some time. And we're going to have to find a point where everyone's not going to be able to connect to the server and all their crafting's going to get reset and stuff. And, you know, it's just going to be inconvenient for everyone. But where are we up to? Now, I have also today been crafting... Puny has collapsed. Yeah, it's a bit like that. Okay, so we're getting there. I'm crafting the components of all the creative items. I'm still working on the compressed magic, condensed magic. So to do the 750 of these that I need, 750, 350. Hang on. Chroma. I need 750 chroma. So, to do this... Oh, I've used a couple of Essence of Pure Evil, okay. do this, I still need... I need 20 Shard of the Fallen Pet, okay. Where are... So I need 742 condensed magic still. Okay, so condensed... 742. So I've got all the runes of air. I still need 16 runes of mana. And I need 173 runes of Asgard. That's it, right? Okay, so the runes of Asgard is the one I'm up to. So 173 runes of Asgard. Asgard. 173 of these are going to start crafting. Got those, got all those. Everything's available. Go. And then I'll be able to do the condensed mana. The problem with these is these use a lot of mana, right? And the last time I did this, we'd ran out of lava, which is unfortunate. But yeah, this is interesting that it did that. I guess it's because blocking mode doesn't work, so it's put in all the rods of Bifrost. Do we get the rods of Bifrost back? I don't think we do. I think they get consumed. Because normally you would get the rod of Bifrost back, and you get all these runes back as well. I don't know. We'll let that craft. Okay. I ran out of sauce. Yep, we're out of sauce still. It's great. So we can't actually do the fallen pet. I've got a little bit over here, actually. And a little bit over here. I wonder if I swap these sauce jars, if they'll still connect to all the things. I wonder if I've got it. I wonder if those are close enough for that ritual. Hang on, let me try. Because fallen pet... No, I've got some sauce jars here. I just don't know if those ones out there are close enough for this ritual. I left my witch spawner on, so it sucked up all of my sauce, and then it sucked up all of my wood that generates sauce. It doesn't look like they're close enough. So I might just move them. Ooh. So that they're a little bit closer. Just so that I can do those crafts should I need to. Yeah, there you go. Okay. That'll work. But yeah, my flame wood is all exhausted. I've got 0. Whereas I've got 32,000 of the others. I guess I could use those. Did you take all my flame wood, Katiana? Is that why I don't have any sauce? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. It's fine. I've got enough to do these crafts. Yeah. And because I left my witch spawner on, I've got 25,000 Wixie shards now. By comparison, I've got 3,000 sylph and 1,000 carbuncle. It's about what I expected of the Wixies. No, I've now got 25,000 Wixie shards. Awkward. Okay. So, when this craft finishes, oh, we're down to 1.7 million. When this Asgard craft finishes, then we will have the components we need to make the condensed magical ingots, and then we'll have all the components we need to make all the chroma ingots. So we're getting really close, folks. How close am I to the cheese singularities? Oops, that's not how you spell cheese. 5. So many. So many more required. I need all of the milk. So what we probably should do is either bribe someone on the server for a tank of milk, or we could set up a little milking, because I just been making cheese off of the cow in a jar, right? Which is great, but you know, it's not super fast. Oh no, I don't want your cheese singularities. I want to craft them. 1,000 milk buckets base. Yeah, no, I need like 25,000. No, more than that. Hang on, I need 13 times 8. I need 104,000 cheese. Those are your leftovers? I mean, if they're gonna go bad if they don't get eaten, I guess I'll take them off your hands. But only this once. So now I need 8 more. 8 times 8. So I need 64,000 cheese. Consider payment for the wood. 64,000 cheese, which is 16,000 blocks of cheese. And I think a block of cheese is 1 bucket of milk. You are... Oh, you've run up the server? You only had 92... Yeah, see? It's... So Naga, I sent a backup, a copy of the world to Naga to test on his server, and he's been offering to do that for a very, 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 very long time, and I've just been really lazy at getting that done. But we both tested it on separate servers now than where we're currently hosting, and I think the TPS problem is mostly A2. I think there's either like a jammed craft somewhere, or there is a janky export bus that's doing something weird, because like our TPS tanked like 2 weeks ago, basically overnight. So yeah, I don't like it could run a little bit better, but not like significantly better than what it's currently running. And I think it is just a case of all the things, doing all the things at once. Yeah, it doesn't help that Minecraft doesn't multi-thread. I would be intrigued though to test that multi-threading plugin. Speaking of which, the Insanium bees we worked on last week, I totally forgot to give you guys an update. So I ended up getting 11 bees before I stopped growing the... Excuse me, before I stopped growing the... What were the other bees I was doing? The crystal bees. Prosperity bees, right? So I stopped doing the prosperity bees because I had 11 Insanium bees. Look at how much Insanium there are. In fact, I should probably put these bees all away. So I had 3,300 or 3,500-ish? 81,000. 81,000 Insanium essence in 1 week, folks. That is insane. Let's get some cages and let's get these bees not out in the world. That might help a little bit with TPS. Oop, that's not where we walk down. Okay. Let's time in a bottle to get these guys out of their homes. out, come out. Hey, there you go. I agree, Mr. Dragon, I agree. Well, these goes out as well. My Insanium combs are backed up. Why are my Insanium combs backed up? Am I the problem? Is that where the lag's coming from? Are we just making so much honey that we can't... Oh no. Mistakes have been made. No. You know that meme? Am I the drama? Maybe I'm the drama, folks. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. That's a problem. Let's see if we can fix that. Look, I don't make problems intentionally, folks. They just happen around me. Okay? Infinity upgrades. Where is the honey being stored? Also, that's only just happened because I've been keeping an eye on the Infinity, and like it only stopped upgrading today. It only holds 512, folks. Well, that'll do it. That'll definitely back up the entire system. Yep. That'll definitely do it. In my defense, how many are up here? Are they full? Were they full? Are these full of Insanium? Yeah, they're pretty full of... I mean, 62. There were still slots. Unless it's already taken... Someone go back 5 minutes in the VOD and check. No, I think we were good. I think we literally just filled, like, backed up. That's what I'm gonna say. Let's see if TPS gets better. It's not. It's still skipping 1200 ticks. Okay. Oops. No, don't go up. I'm trying to jump and bounce. Okay, so Insanium. Bees were amazing. I don't think there's anything else that bees can help me with though, unfortunately. Because pretty much everything that I need... Because like there's no cheese bee, right? Is there... Hang on, is there a cheese bee? There's a milk bee, isn't there, Katiana? There is! Milky coins. What does that turn into? Bottles of milk. Yeah. Oh yeah, A2 is 100% the problem. It's export buses and external storage. I have done some digging. There's not a lot we can do to like... Because like people still gotta be able to do crafting, still gotta be able to finish quests, right? So it's just difficult. Like I've probably got... Actually, I can tell with the network tool, can't I? I'd say I've probably got like 20 or so, maybe 30 export buses doing different things. Network tool. I can use this to look at the... if I click on that, that one. Yeah, I've got 30 export buses doing various things and 4 fluid export buses. And then the storage bus is the other one. Those import buses probably aren't helping, but yeah, these ME storage buses. I think also there's maybe an interaction between AE2 and the frame draw controller that's an issue, or not the frame draw, but a draw controller that's an issue. Because I've noticed the draw controllers are hot. Yeah, so like that's the thing as well. Because I've got one here. Where's my tool gone again? If you can tell me what the coordinates are, and I can reset it. I think this was set to 2000. I just click anywhere in your network. Just right click anywhere in your network. Just no shift or anything, just right click and it'll tell you what you've got. Although this is a very small window. I've got a lot of cable. There's over 1,000 cables in my base. 1,152 co-processing units. You know, keeping it real. Jeez. Did that come back online? Yeah, you have all of 5? Yeah. Yeah, we're back online. So yeah, I know that there are problems. I don't know. There's no easy way to troubleshoot A2 that I'm aware of. Because the A2 network is a little bit separated from the in-game network. It's mostly server side. So things like lag goggles don't show up that AE2 is having problems, for example, right? Anyway. Okay, let's knock out some of these quests that we finished up here. I haven't claimed this one yet because I haven't finished this last part. I did work on knocking out some more quests in Blood Magic, so those ones are all done. Just had a little bit of crafting to do there. I have also knocked out... Let's put these ones away for a second. I also did a whole lot of mechanism crafting, you know, all the craft the basic and the advanced and the elite and the ultimate and the basic and the advanced and the elite and the... So I crafted all those and made all the different types of the pipes. So that's all done. You don't have to know what to do all that crafting. Currently working on the industrial 4 going. There's all these infinity tools, right? There's one that's not in the quest. It's called an infinity nuke. I kind of want to know what it does. Infinity nuke, current area, 2 radius. Max area, charging enabled. I don't know how this works. Should we go see if we can blow something up? Let's see if there's a book for this. Nuke? The Infinity Nuke is a tool for mass destruction where exploding radius will increase based on the tier and amount of biofuel in it. Okay. So all the Infinity tools you can overcharge, basically to the infinite limit. That's why they're called Infinity tools. So yes, you can... Depending on how much power's in it, will change the tier. So you see this is on tier legendary. The next tier is ancient, and that is a full one. So anything above 3 billion RF, sorry, is considered legendary. If you wanted to go even further, you could, but there's no real need. Legendary is more than enough. And we've got so much power, it's not even funny. To make it so, you need to place it on the ground, right click to arm it, and right click it with a flint and steel to make it explode. Hang on. But if I'm standing next to it, am I going to explode? And we need biofuel. I have a tank of biofuel here. Did that work? No, that didn't work. How do I get the biofuel into here? Do I click this on here? That worked. Oh, it holds 1,000,000 buckets? 1,000 buckets? Oh, It's still only got a 2 radius. That's not a very big nuke. So I need a bigger black hole tank for a start. Let's get a bigger black hole tank. That one holds a lot. They both hold a lot. Okay, let's upgrade to this one. Give me that. Supreme. Okay. Yeah, that one's empty. And then... yeah, okay. So, we're gonna run out of... can I lock those ingredients, please? I need more of all the ingredients. Because I kind of want to make it... because it was not cheap to make this as well, by the way. The Infinity Nuke requires 2 buckets of ether gas, a tier 12 add-on, 2 nether stars, a block of diamonds, and a hole of TNT. I mean, it's not super expensive, but... well, I mean, that could be an option. Can we make the Infinity Tank? Creative tank. I know I haven't started any of these yet. No, I can't make this. I can't even close to make this. There are things here that I don't even know what they are. True Infinity Tank? Almost Infinity Tank? What are these things? Nope. Okay, let's refill this. Potatoes. Carrots. Beetroot seeds. Netherwort. What else does this need? Saplings. Saplings. Black dye. And then skulls, mushrooms, and sweet berries. Sweet berries. Ooh, I don't have a lot of sweet berries. Can I grow those? Skull. I don't know skulls either. Mushroom. I might be able to make them with nature's essence, actually. Okay. Fill that up. And that'll go back to making all the buckets. It's going to take a while before it makes 1,000 buckets, though. Now, is that going to still use... because there's not enough room there for it to fill... well, I guess there is. Okay. I guess we have to wait on that one. Maybe we'll save that for next time. Our Infinity Nuke. I want to fill it up with all the biofuel. So I'll keep making biofuel. But then, yeah, I've now started making all the frames to get all this crafting done. I think I've made the Supreme frames. Next I've got to make the Advanced frames. And then the Simple frames. And I've already made the Pity frames. Yeah. So if I go... here, I've already got 5 Supreme machine frames for those crafts, and I've got a whole lot of Pity ones, but I still need to do all of these ones. Again, saving you guys the pain of watching me do crafting. Then I've still got the infinity storage parts to do on both of these, the fluid and the storage. That is what this is for. Once, oh no, it's not actually. This is for the speculative cores. Huh. Infinity storage part. Oh, do I not have that programmed? No, infinite. Infinite. I do have that programmed. So for one of these, what am I going to need here? Another 45,000 logic processors. Another 22,000 calculation processors. Okay, but if I want to get the 8 of these that I need, I'm going to need another 23 million. So I'm going to need another 240,000 sand. Cool. 1.6 million Certus quartz crystals. That looks like fun. I need to craft 300,000, almost 400,000 logic processors. Cool. Cool. We're working on this condensed miner at the moment. I've got all this stuff done. Where are the other? There we go. Here, this one. And then another 200,000 calculation processors. Okay, so that's going to be my goal for this week, is to get another 400,000 logic processors and another 200,000 calculation processors. But hang on, what's the water fluid one? Fluid? What's that one? Storage part. Where's the big fluid storage part? Have I not done that one? Infinite storage? I haven't done the infinite fluid storage. Oh no. Did I not program that? Hang on. I thought I did both of them. Oh, I did not. I did not. I've only done that one. That one's got Certus. Yeah. Okay, let's program the fluid one, and then we can see what the damage is going to be on that one. So the way I've been doing these, because we do have the luxury of being able to do it with just an interface. How did I do that first one and not have any? Oh, I haven't programmed it yet. Oh, it's set up, but it's not programmed. Right, that makes way more sense. Okay, cool. So, to do this craft, this requires some shenanigans. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 20 chroma ingots. I need the 1048 fluid storage. 1048 fluid storage. I'm going to need... Ooh, no. Oh, I need the same as what I needed for the other one? Oh, it's the same. Is it the same recipe, just different? Oh, no, it's not. These are fluid. Oh, I need 20. 20. I need 4. I need 12. Okay, so these ones. The 16 million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it's 20 of the 16 million. And then it's 4 of the 4 million, which I don't have any of. Awesome. I have to craft one. I'm not gonna be able to craft one. No, I can. Because you see, I don't think I can pull 4 in from here, right? Because I can pull in 1. Right, I can pull in 1. But I can't then change the quantity. Because I don't have any in my hand to be able to... Dang it. Damn, I'm gonna have to craft it. Okay. Do I have... I mean, I've got the bits. It's fine, I'll use them. I don't want to use these crafting components because I really need them for other things. But I do want to set this up so I know how much the damage is going to be. I need 4 dense technical. I'm going to need 1 million. And I'm going to need 1 of the 256. So I can do this. I hope I didn't cancel the wrong one there. I really wish AU2 wouldn't flick between... Oh, it's fine. New recipes. All my insanium's now processing. That's nice. Okay, so... 256 I think is 12. 1, 2, 3 on each side. 256 gets 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not 13. Dang it. 12. Slouch it, folks. Slouch it. We haven't run out of mana, have we? These are not going down nearly as fast as I was expecting them to. How many did we start crafting? Oh no, we're fine. It's just a real slow process. Never mind. Just gotta be patient, as per usual, District. Yeah. Yeah. They're all empty now, though. The server is still skipping the same number of ticks, though. It hasn't made any difference. Removing the bees just removes the pathfinding for those mobs. That's the only advantage of doing that. Check my dragons as well. Have you guys finished all of your blood? Nope. You're still going. You've still got a lot. You've still got a few. In fact, I might put those 2 away. I think the lightning dragon's the only one that I still really need a lot of dragon blood for. Just because it gets used in so much stuff. And I don't have a backlog of fire and ice anymore, just the lightning. But of course he only works at night, you know, because he's difficult like that. Okay. Did I get my fluid storage components? Yes, I did. The 1 million, how many did I need for the 1 million? I needed 8 1 millions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then for the 4 million, I needed 4. And then I need Dense technicals. I need 4 of these. That's it, right? Dense technical, ME storage, blah, 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 blah. Infinite storage, yes. Hey, Voxy, how you doing? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Let's grab a crate. A crate, not create. Did Santa bring you all the things that you wanted? I sure hope so. Okay. Let's hook this one up the same as the others. Sorta? I mean, sorta's a good thing. It means that they brought you at least some of the things that you asked for. It's a positive in my books. All the money. I mean, money allows you to buy the things that you want. Like all of it. I mean, that's not a bad thing. I got money. I got art. That's about it. I didn't really go all out for Christmas. But my birthday's coming up. And I'm really hoping for my birthday I can buy a PS5. We're gonna try, folks. We're gonna try and get a PS5 for my birthday. Just saying. Okay, so let's see if we can do the infinite fluid storage. Now, how many of these do we need? 4 was what my brain was telling me. I need 2 per tank. And the tank gets used, so I wanted to make 4. So what's the damage on 4 of these? So there's another 200,000 logic processors and another 100,000 calculation. So I need 600,000 more logic processors on top of what I'm already crafting, plus another 300 calculation processors. Availability is also a thing. No, well, yes. I didn't try to get one because I didn't have the funds to buy one. But now I have the funds to buy one. It would be nice to, get one for my birthday. I particularly want to play the new Horizon Forbidden West when it comes out, which I think is coming out in February, right? My birthday's after that, which is, I mean, it's fine. I can wait. Because I thoroughly enjoyed that game. Oh my goodness, so many hours lost in Horizon Zero Dawn. So many hours. I also need 600,000 dye essence. That's a lot of green dye. Okay. Wow. For context, this was crafting 200,000. 200,000? How many was I crafting this morning? Yeah, 200,000. And it's down to 18 now. But I started this last night. So, you know, to do another 600,000 of these is going to take another 3 or 4 days. Give or take. And then the calculation process is another 300,000. So that's probably another 2 days. Rip. I mean, I could make a whole lot more machines and do more parallel processing. But, like, I don't think that's going to necessarily benefit us, right? I feel like that's, like, more lag, slower craft. Potentially. Maybe it's not. Maybe it would be just marginally faster. I don't know how impactful these machines are. Or if AE2 can really handle processing more at once. So we're kind of stuck on both of those, which is great. Protox has been searching for rings. Ring of Wither, Ring of Sponge, And ring of water breathing. Haven't found those. I'm slowly getting closer to the 500 hours. Not quite there yet, though. This one, I did get... I've got a setup that will work if we really want to do this quest. I'm up to 1.8 million items. It's just going to take some time. Where is that advancement? No, statistics. Statistics. Oh, no, I can look at it here. What am I doing? If I pin it, it'll show us the exact number. There you go. 1.1 million items, right? So we're still a long way off, but it's, you know, I've got a setup that I can use that will make this doable if we wanted to. I guess I have to start making creative items, don't I, guys? I've been putting it off because, like, I wanted to have all the bits ready to rock and roll. But I think maybe I've got all the bits to do these guys now because we've got the Insanium ingots. We do! Oh, let's do this! Okay, Insanium ingots. 2,000. Okay, that's gonna make 4. Let's not make 4,000 Insanium ingots. Cancel. Please and thank you. Okay. Is this gonna work with a packager? Or is this gonna get busted? Or have you guys manually crafted these? Because I can't do... Let's take Insanium ingots off. Because I can't do this with just an interface. Mainly crafting in batches. JC, you doing the same thing? Because I could do something like that, I guess. Like I could output 2,048 of each item and then just craft the 2,000 of these that we need. I mean, we don't need 2,000, we need just under that, but like, just to make my life easier. That might be the best approach for this. Even the log's having trouble in the server, folks. Okay, so to export 2048, I need a drawer that has 8 stacks. How many? 2048 divided by 64 is 32 stacks. No, that can't be right. Is that what it... No, doesn't a normal oak drawer hold... I thought a normal oak drawer held 4,000. No, it doesn't. It only holds 1. Okay, so if we do this... Okay, let's get some frame drawers. How many items are in this? 9, 18, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 items, okay. Okay, let's grab some... I guess we'll do this. Okay. Where do I want to do this? Oh, that's... By the way, I was talking in JC's stream. I updated all my crafting cores. So these tall ones have 32 million, 32, 33, 34. They've got about 34 million bytes of processing power and co-processors all the way to the ground. And then I've done co-processors all the way to the ground on all these smaller ones. And these smaller ones have a couple of 1 million cores in them. I think there's 2 1 million cores in each of the smaller processors. So they can do most stuff, but for the big crafts, we've got the tall towers. And they come all the way up here, right? So I've got the 16 million crafting cores in the middle, and there's like a couple of them in the middle. Okay, let's do... I don't think where I can put this. If we were to do something... Actually... Let's do something here. I think I've got room here. Let's go... And I want 9 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I could, but then it's going to make it so I can't walk through here. I don't really like that. Although... No, then I won't be able to walk underneath. Let's put it on this side, because I really don't think... What was I doing there? Oh, I was going to make the smeltery come all the way down here. Never really got to that. Huh. Cool. I love when you get to the end of a mod pack and you're like, what was I thinking when I was going to build that thing? Oh, I can put this here. I just have to set it back. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? And I can still walk around it. That'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this can be for my ultimate ingots. I need a controller. Oop, chiseled. Not cis, chiseled. Okay. So then what we want to do is we want to grab all the bits. So let's lock this first. Lock the drawers. Beautiful. And then we're going to want... What's going to be the easiest way to do this? Crystalline, ender, redstone. Oh, I haven't crafted the crystalline ingots. How bad's that gonna be? It's doable. Is weather station? Oh, you built a weather station? That's neat. Is it one of those ones that connects to like your phone with the Bluetooth and stuff? So you can get the measurements each day? Oh, that's cool, JC. That is cool. Oh, it's got its own screen. Nice. Okay, and enhance ender ingots. 1, 2, 3. Redstone, black iron, and insanium. Redstone alloy or redstone? Redstone ingot. Redstone, black iron. I need another 1,000. These, man, I've been using so much black iron because I'd crafted all these. It's a little upsetting that I've now used them all. Any sneeze? Oh my goodness. Okay, black iron. Insanium. Thank you, thank you. I still have 68,000 Insanium after crafting 2,000 Insanium ingots. That's Insanium. Star-infused netherite ingots. Star-infused netherite ingots. Enderium and cyanite. Enderium and cyanite. Okay, so let's do... Is this shapeless crafting or is it shaped? Doesn't say anymore. That's awkward. Okay, I'm gonna do this way then. 1, 2, 3. Right. I just realized mistakes have been made. That block's not going to be visible when I finish my base. It's okay. I'm going to make 2,000 of these and then we're not going to have to worry about it ever again. Hepatizen and Manulin. Why have I got 200,000 of them? Sure. Manulin. And 200,000 of them? Sure. Queen Slime. A lot of those as well. Rose Gold and Pink Slime. Rose Gold. Pink Slime. Signalium, Lumum, and Refined. Signalium. Whew. Lumum. And Refined. Used up all of my refined obsidian, of course I have. Why would I have not put that somewhere safe to begin with? And then the same for the refined glowstone. I guess I don't really need a full stack for just setting this up. Okay, so Hepatizen, Manulin, Slime, Rose Gold, Pink Slime, Nalium, Lumium, Refined, Glowstone. Then I require Corruptorite, Manasteel, Elementium, and Terrasteel. Ooh. 2,000 of them. Sure, make that happen. I can do up to 16 crafts at a time with my current setup. However, something's holding this up. Probably the thing crushing refined obsidian. Maybe. Because netherite scrap comes from enriching. Pretty sure. Pretty sure my netherite scrap is set up over here. Yeah. What are you busy doing? Yeah, obsidian. Okay. You'll be done in a second. It's fine. Here, let me help you a little. I would like the netherite scrap, please. Thank you. Please and thank you. shouldn't have done this down here. Kind of want to move it. Too late now. Okay, corruptorite. Mana elementium. Mana steel, elementium, and terra steel. Gaia spirit, compressed iron. Gaia spirit, compressed iron. 2 million compressed iron, folks. What even? Oh, then it's just all the crystals. Okay. At enviro. Okay, so litherite, erodium, chironite, palladium, ionite, lithium, nanorite, and zerothium. Cool. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Should I get those around the wrong way? Nope, that's right. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, not that we want to add more export buses to the system, but if I were to add another export bus to the system, it's okay, I can remove it when we're done. Let's connect on this side, because this side's got more channels. Now, this will only export what I tell it to export, won't it? So I'd have to tell it to export all these things. This is a minor inconvenience that I didn't consider. Is there a better way to do that? It really needs to understand that it's got a channel. Otherwise, it needs 4 export buses to export all the different things. There we go. Yeah, this is not going to export anything until I tell it what to export. Well, Snapples. That's actually annoying. I guess, okay, I guess I can do this. Right, we can... oh, I need capacity cards. Grab some capacity cards. So we do this. And then I could just grab one of each of these. Let's turn on not concealment, quantity key. So I can see how many's in. And I could just do this, right? I can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it will export all those things until we're full. And then I can swap it for the next time. Yeah, that'll work. And then I want to get a crafting table. I guess one of these ones. Found the problem? What is the problem? Other than the fact that we're terrible Minecrafters who are abusing AE2, among other things. Unloaded all chunks and all claims, and mean tick time is still... So the problem is 116.5. I mean, no, I could have told you that. Yeah, look, as we've established, 116 is the wild, wild west of modded right now. It still feels really unstable. Yeah. It still feels really unstable. There's still so many mods that are incompatible with each other and have buggy interfaces or buggy logic in them. Like, just the fact that AE2 crafting's really whack. All of the thermal machines don't honor blocking mode when it comes to crafting. All the packages need to be reset every time. You know, these things, they all kind of add up to be shenanigans. We all agree with playing vanilla Minecraft next. I mean, we could do a vanilla server. That'd really push people's creativity. If I turn this onto round robin, will this go just marginally faster? It does not go any faster, folks. Okay, we'll come back to that. But I really want to make these infinites. We need to craft the table. Did I craft the table? I lost track of what I pressed. I did craft the table. Without a crossbook, it would not be the same. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I will say, flat bedrock. I approve of this. This is good. Speedrun advancements, yeah. No, I've got so 4 server members. Probably either tonight or tomorrow, I will put all of my thoughts and ideas and suggestions in Discord for you all to have a look at and put forward some votes and add your discussion points and stuff. There's a couple of 112 mod packs. There's a couple of 116 mod packs. There's 1 or 2 1.7s? Question mark. And I've got some ideas on some things we can do in terms of like working together on projects, or different kinds of challenges. There's some 112, some 116, and I think there's 1 or 2 that's 1.7. I think. So yeah, I've taken all the suggestions that everyone had, all the mod packs that people suggested, and I've kind of tested a whole lot of them. I've looked at what the questing was, what the recipe shenanigans were, etc., just to get a basic idea. So there is 112, there's a buggy version, and there is the experimental version. Basically, Naga, yeah. So yeah, and there's going to be a couple of different types of mod packs as well. You know, there's some Skyblocks, there's some alternate world gen, there's some non-questing mod packs. You know, a couple of different options. So we'll see. And I know that not everyone's going to be interested in everything, and that, you know, that's totally cool. It's it'll be an open invitation to everyone who's played on one of our servers before. So there will hopefully be something for everybody, but if there isn't, I totally understand. So we'll but yeah, it'll either be tonight or tomorrow, I think. I will get that across to everyone, which means for the stream, folks, we will maybe be starting a new pack sooner rather than later. Because, like, let's be real, all I gotta do here is craft now. I could go do some building, but there's a lot of crafting, right? So I don't know that this is going to be entertaining for me if I just have to sit here and craft for a very, 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 very long time. And if it's not entertaining for me, it's gonna be even less entertaining for you. So what we might end up doing is doing CT2 check-ins and moving off to another pack while we wait for the crafting to finish, maybe. But we'll, like I said, we'll work that out. Next Friday, we're going to have our PO3 marathon. And then we'll see what the new year brings us, folks. Actually, it probably won't be tonight because I got to pull down this Christmas tree tonight. So look out for Discord tomorrow, folks. Okay, so I've got 10 crafts happening right now, and it's going very slowly. Let's go tickle some machines. You? That was too many tickles. That was mistakes have been made. You? Too many tickles again. Oh no, it kept up. Why did it keep up all of a sudden? I'm confused. Double tap to run? Oh, in once. Oh. I still double tap to run. I don't ever use the control to run. I do when I'm flying. That's incorrect. When I'm flying, I use control, but when I'm like on the ground, I generally will double tap to run. Does that mean I'm weird? Am I the only person who does that? That's very noisy. Oh, what's the conductor badge? What does that do? It doesn't tell me anything. Oh, there it is. Current conductor. Ah. After the badge is won by the next hype train conductor, previous conductors receive a permanent badge to celebrate their accomplishment. Oh, that's cool. So is that anyone who contributes to a hype train gets a conductor badge? Or is it... It doesn't say. At the end of the hype train, conductors... Oh, hang on. The highest contributor of bits and subs for each will be recognized as conductors. Ah, in this... Oh, okay. So Captive must have done the most bits and Uni did the most subs. Yeah, because Uni also got a conductor badge. Yeah. Hey, that's neat. I am really glad that they help recognize that. No, so the purple one applies after. So the next time we have a hype train, then Captive Gamer and Unis will be turned to purple. Which that's neat. I love that because that's like a permanent thing that they get to have. Look at Twitch doing good Twitch things on occasion. We appreciate it, Twitch. And more importantly, we appreciate it, chat. Hype train it up. Okay. So, guys, there's nothing I can do while I wait for these crafts. Like, I just have to wait for these crafts. Because I don't even think there's other crafts that I can kick off, right? Like, I can try and do these. I can't do these ones. I could do some of this crafting, but some of it's going to be bottlenecked by some of the other crafting we've got going. I could do some mystical agriculture stuff. Oh, speaking of which, the cooldown on the hype train just finished. I didn't even know that was a thing. Thanks for letting me know, Twitch. Like maybe doing this stuff would not interfere with the other crafting that's going on. Botania I can't do because I'm crafting the runes for what's his name, for this stuff. I'm crafting the runes to make the condensed mana. Oh, I've already looked, Captive Gamer. There's a list. It's about, I think it's 11 mod packs long. Pretty sure that's how long it is. It's significant. Oh, I should go check the, No, but it's got to be a surprise for you guys. Oh, this is still going. Okay. Yeah, this all just takes time. Don't worry, you'll know in advance what mod pack we're playing. It'll be announced on Discord in advance. Just, it'll happen. So there is not a lot I can do crafting wise. Let's see if we can do the mystical agriculture quests. Because I can't do anything else, I don't think, because everything else requires stuff that is a kind of lot. Like I said, you probably only have like a week to wait. I would say conservatively, not conservatively, optimistically, it'll be a new mod pack on the 1st. With check-ins on CT2 until we finish. That's optimistically. Conservatively, it might be the week after, right? Because there's only so much I can do, and the same goes for JC and Katiana and everyone. Is like, we're literally waiting on crafts to happen. And look, my face is beautiful, but that's not what you're here for. You're here for the challenge. So yeah. I don't know where you're including this. I'm open to any good mod packs, Captive Gamer. I actually think both of the mod packs you suggested were on my list. If you've got other mod packs you want to suggest, like, get them into Discord to me ASAP, because like I said, I have my shortlist already. So if there's something else I need to add, speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay, let's see if we can get some of these mystical agriculture ones done, because I think everything else is kind of bottlenecked by the other crafts. So let's look at this armor. Oh, this is simple. Okay. I was expecting shenanigans with altars. Okay. Is that the same for all of these? Oh, all these are the same. Do they upgrade each tier? They do upgrade each tier. Okay. Okay, let's knock out some super simple quests then. Yeah, Naga put forward some good suggestions. I think a couple of Nagas are on my list as well. I will say there's a couple that people suggested that I have not put on the list specifically because I want to single player them. And I want to do, like, I've kept some of the challenge ones for consideration for after I finish PO3. For example, not all of them, but some of them, because they looked really interesting, right? So not everything's on the list. I feel like I'm hyping this up too much. It's not the intention. The intention is just to communicate what's going on. But yes, Naga did suggest New Horizons. It is, I believe. I don't actually remember where I put it on my list, but I did look at it and it looked very good. You just Patience! Either tonight after I finish pulling down the Christmas tree and pack away all my lovely baubles, which thank you again for everyone who subbed and gifted subs and all the things. I appreciate very much, because I remember when I put the tree up this year, I got to see all of your names. And I'm going to get to do it again next year. When I put the tree up again, I'll get to see all the names for everyone who did this year. Crash Landing's a little bit hard, I think, because of the size of the team. Right? That could be tricky. Going up to the city, need to leave and get ready. No worries, Potox. Thank you very much for spending the last number of hours trying to find end cities. I do hope you enjoy Spider-Man. I hear it is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. In fact, I want to go watch it myself. But it's only in cinemas, and, you know, going to the cinema here is still a little bit not allowed. Pier 1, Pier 2. I don't know... Agarian Skies. That sounds familiar, but I don't know what the story behind that one is. Okay, I need diamond. Ooh, you're going to fan... Oh, Podox knows how to go to the movies, folks. See, in Australia, in those theaters, you get to take the beer into the theater as well. Just saying. Actually, I used to work at a cinema that, long time ago, I was one of the managers. And the number of staff that after they finished their shift would get an ice bucket, fill it full of beer, and go watch a movie. Obviously pay for it and stuff, but yeah, that was our favorite thing to do. Try to go inside the Crash Client. Catch you later, Podox. Have a good one. Thank you again. Bye. Ragnamon 6 is on my list. That is on my list as well. Java 6. Oh, Java 6. Yeah, we want to avoid that. I mean, can you even still get Java 6? I'm pretty sure that would be full of unsupported security holes, right? I don't know what Java's LTS is. Okay, still going. Almost done though. Where are we bottlenecked? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna put this, hang on. 1 second. I'm gonna copy this list into Discord so I remember to come and have a look at it. Otherwise I'm gonna forget. Discord, those ones, and... Where was it? Age of Engineering. And... Craft of the Titans? I don't know what that one is. Okay. Let's do Missile Agriculture. I am all over the place, folks, and I apologize. It's just difficult when you get everything stops, right? Okay. Let's grab a helmet. Grab a chest piece. We'll just craft new ones. I'm sure I've got stuff in my inventory, but finding them... It's okay. I've got the spare diamonds. One thing I do have. So, Inferium, we need... that's probably enough of those, actually, but I do need the gems. Engineering is not one that I remember at all, folks. So that is an interesting suggestion. Because like I've watched PO1, I've watched PO2, I've watched PO3. Well, yeah, I'm doing PO3. So I don't necessarily want to do those on stream. Just because I'm already doing them. But I'm definitely up for suggestions on things we could do. Okay. Let's do the Prudentium. Ooh, they get spiky. And then Tertium. That's the other thing. It'd be nice to have a mod pack that maybe is less burnouty as well. I know that's not a great descriptor, but like something that people can either pop in and out of or can finish quicker without it necessarily being quite the investment like this one has been. That end game grind is very grindy, and I get that that's not for everyone, right? So it'd be nice also to have some options. Or, you know, as this one's got little like teddy bear ears. Or as the suggestion by a couple of people has been like work together as a single team, right? So take on one of those crazy quests, challenges. But instead of having like 4 or 5 teams or whatever on the server, have one team and everyone work together. I know that's definitely one of the suggestions that Naga made, which I kind of liked that idea as well. But I also know that wouldn't necessarily be for everyone, because some people like to, you know, do specific things in specific ways or challenge themselves and say, well, no, I finished it. I got it all done. So, you know, it's hard to find that middle ground where everyone's got something that kind of matches their vibe, right? You would want one team. Yeah, that's what I've been told as well. That one's particularly spicy. Oops, wrong spots. Oh, those little teddy bear ears turn into spiky spikes. There's premium armor and then insanium armor. All my insanium's going elsewhere. Hang on. Let's see how much insanium I've got left. Six? Okay, so if I do more insanium, I will probably get them back now. Let's just do 100, because I've got the insanium now. 800 insanium? Sure, I've got that. I've got that in spades. Now we've got some left over. Okay, boom. 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 And I think I need these for the multi-armor, right? The insanium? Right. Multi-armor? Yeah, we sure do. Okay, cool. So let's put these in the system when we get to that one. And then, what do we got here? There was unattuned augment. Okay, that's relatively easy. I'm not even setting up auto crafting for this stuff, folks, because it's stuff I can just craft. I've got all the things. Tinkering table. Okay, I can do that too. Let's go put this down with our setup down here in case we need to use it for anything. You can live there. Sure. Okay. So I just need to do the coal and the furnaces. So, I already had that one, didn't I? Which ones have I done? So I need a tertium. I do not have any of these bits. I don't have any of those bits. I don't have any of those bits because I don't have a furnace. Furnace. Furnace? There, right in front of me. Okay. So, furnace. Then we'll go the next tier. This is going to need some prudentium. And I need another... What's the one that goes on top? Oh, actual essence. Okay, prudentium. And then tertium. Oh, nope. These bounce around a lot when they're sorted by number of items, and we've got things coming into the system. There we go. Gotcha. Okay. Tertium, and then... all of the things. See, this is like riveting stuff, right, folks? Watching me craft the same exact item in 5 different or 6 different tiers. Like, I know I'm glued to my seat. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy this, but you know, it's like... It's the same old, same old. We're just finishing quests for the sake of finishing quests. And I feel like that's not as much fun as it could be. Okay, so then is this just coal? And it is just coal and that. Okay. So... coal? Oh, it doesn't even upgrade each time? Okay. We'll just do this then. Hey, that's pretty good, because in the previous version, that upgraded each time, didn't it? You enjoy... Yeah, really? See, I always wonder if this is like the most boring part of the streams. Because, you know, I noticed that the views dip, especially when I'm just like in a crafting window. So I just assume, similar to myself, it's like, you know, he's just crafting, and people like, they move on. But maybe it's not all terrible. This is terrible though. A zombie jar, a skeleton jar, a creeper jar, and a spider jar. And a pig jar, a chicken jar, a cow jar, and a sheep jar. Really? And that include, and then, and I need the selenium dagger. I guess I can make those. Okay, so 2 more selenium daggers as well. This is a terrible thing. Where is it? There. Oh, I need some selenium ingots. I mean, ultimately, I guess we are just here to hang out, aren't we? I know that's what I enjoy doing. I wouldn't do this if I didn't enjoy hanging out, folks. I'm just saying. I approve on the procrastination side of things as well, Jay Wilson. That is why my base is not finished. There is a lot of building to do in my base, and I could do that as well. But like, who wants to watch me dig out all of this? Granted, I'm probably going to use the destruction gadget. But that's not the point. Like, it's not the most exciting thing. Although building the stuff up on the surface might be more interesting. I'm relatively certain that the day has passed. I've lost track of the days. We should go try that sacrifice villager as well again. So let me grab these bits though. So we need 2 gems and 2 for each. So there's 4 of those. We'll grab 3 more of them. Okay, and then I need a whole lot of jars. And then we're gonna have to go get... I'm hoping that Shifter's got all of these mobs in... What do you think the chances that Shifter's got all of these mobs in spawn eggs? That feels pretty high, right? Ooh, we're almost finished the Runes of Asgard, folks. That's actually very exciting. Cancel that. Is that number going down at all? Which one's doing this? You are. Oh, yeah. It's going down. It's just really slowly going down. Cool. One at a time. The other thing to consider with the world lag, so one of the things Naga mentioned was like just with everything unloaded, it's still super laggy. It's the size of our world. So our world backup is almost 13 gigabytes. There's some of that is like the mods and the config and stuff, but like the vast majority of that is our world. And you know, that's a lot of lag. No. So we've covered, like, just looking at the world. Like, this is just what I've explored. So, and to give you context, like, oops, you've seen how big my base is, and the island that I'm building on. Like, this is like what we've explored and claimed, and there's bits out here, and there's bits out there, and there's bits up here, and there's waystones out here, and like, obviously it's not fully loaded, but this is just the overworld, right? It's not an insignificant amount of area. And this is just the stuff I've explored. Like, people have got bases down in here, like, this is Emran's area. He's probably explored heaps of area around here. This is Potox's area, so they've probably explored heaps of area down here. Shifter's base is in here, so he's probably explored all of over here. Katiana's in here, so she's probably explored a whole lot of this stuff as well. You know, so it's like... And this is just the overworld. Can I even look at the other ones? Mining Dimension? Yeah, okay. That one's not as big. The Nether has been absolutely... Because we've all been looking for Nether fortresses and bastions and... like, and this is just what I've discovered. This is thousands and thousands of blocks. The End, I've spent hours generating terrain in the End. Like, hours. In search of end cities, and found very, very few. Like, so much exploration in the End. We've done a lot of searching in Alfheim as well. All the compact cubes that I've visited. This is how the compact cubes work, folks. it's one dimension, but they have a like on the grid points you get a cube, right? So everyone's in the same dimension. It's a very clever way of doing it. What's this one? Oh, this is the new blood magic dungeon. So this is similar concept. Ratlantis. I haven't done a lot of exploring Ratlantis, but I assume others have. Oh, and then back to the overworld. So yeah, like our world has done a lot of exploring, and especially if you include like all the dragons that Protox and Shifter hunted down, like they covered a lot of ground. And that's the main reason for Beatrix, right? And Enigmatic Oddities is just little things that we can do as a server to help reduce world gen and like that's why we've shared resources. Like when Katiana collected all the different combs, it's just to save people spawning all those entities, breeding them all up, and all that stuff is like, that's all for people trying to help the server, right? Which is what I love about this community, is everyone kind of works together. Okay, so I need, how many cows do I need? I guess I need to do these to find out. I'm just going to do this right here in front of the salad. I need to take off my book. I need 8 cows. So I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Hey. This is why we don't have entities in the world, folks. Because the pathing just on the knockback is a little bit silly. It's actually kind of funny. Oh man. I am really tempted to play a vanilla world just to see a completely lag-free world. I think that would be fun. It would be difficult though, because I'm not very good at redstone, as we've all seen. Okay, so let's get rid of the extra bits. Okay, so there's my soldier of cow. Let's grab dagger, just so I can bookmark these so I know what I'm doing. I'm doing the passive attuned and the hostile attuned. Oh, there's a creative one as well. Okay, so the passive attuned. I need a pig, I need chickens, and I need sheep. Okay, so pig. There's chicken. No automated crafting. Well, you know, you can automate crafting, Cat. It's a different process. Oh, there is the soul extractor, isn't there? Because I can just get this stuff. Ah, I'm doing this the hard way, as per usual, folks. Good call, Jay Wilson. See, that's something that should be in this quest chain. Where is the soul extractor in this quest chain? For the record, that was one of my prerequisites when I was looking at other mod packs. If they had a mystical agriculture chapter, it had to have the seeds. If it didn't have the seeds, I got very sad about it. Very sad about it. I think I've even made this soul extractor thing. Let's have a look. Because I can just put the mob drops in there, right? I have not made the soul extractor. How bad's this? Well, that needs 2 daggers and a machine frame. Oh, okay. That's something new. I need 2 more daggers. 1, 2. And this guy. Does this need power and stuff? Or do I just put him here and we use him? He does need power. Grab a gate. Does he use lots of power? Let's give him 18,000. Okay. So if I put the chicken soul there, and then I put chicken things in here. So if I put like feathers, is this how this works? No, not 1,000. No, not 1,000, just 100. Just 100 feather. Should I crack another can of Monster at 4 o'clock in the afternoon? Probably not. I shouldn't put that can there though, because I cannot see chat. You need... Hang on, what was that? You need lots of them. Different items have different values. Oh, how do I know? Oh, so is... Okay, folks. So feathers... Oh, it's 0.25. Oh, okay, that's fine. Live a little, you have the week off. Okay, and then can I tell me about it? This works. This works. Okay, so that's chicken. Then I need have the week off. I need pigs and sheep. Okay, I've got all the wool, folks. I've got all the wool. And I'm pretty sure I've got lots of pork. I don't have as much pork as I thought I did. Soldier. Oh, it is pork. Pork is the... Oh, but it's okay. It's half a thingy per thingy. Okay, cool. So that's chicken. And then we can go pork. Oh, this is a much better mechanic. Why did I use... Why would you even use the solarium daggers? Like, for real? Because not only do you have to go find them, you then... Games. Okay, wool's not going to go as far, but that should be fine. Yeah, but that's fine. See, but that's... So from a questing point of view, I would do something along the lines of make the solarium dagger... and then make the soul extractor. And then I would even have like a note in the description saying you can make a passive and a hostile dagger to improve your return. However, the soul extractor is faster, right? Passive Jane if she's walking around. But doesn't the soldier have to be on your hotbar to collect the essence? Or does it have to be in your inventory? I don't know. I'm a big believer that quest chains should focus on either profiling things that are not obvious in a mod, things like this, the soul extractor, or profiling like specific requirements for a complex part of a mod, right? Zombies, skeletons, creepers, and spiders. Okay, so spider eyes. I've probably got all the spider eyes. I know, I'm a big believer in practical questing. I know it's a lot harder to write good quests like that, but you know, oh, that does a lot. I feel it's worth it, right? Let's get some bones. Let's get some rotten flesh, and gunpowder. And that's not like to say that the quests aren't good. It just, yeah, I don't know. I feel you could, when you're doing a quest-based mod pack, you have a lot of options. There's a lot you can do. So I think it's worth kind of pushing those boundaries, you know? Just putting my 2 cents out there. I'm getting hungry, folks. It's one problem with Christmas is you eat so much food, then you don't eat any food because you've eaten so much food. And then when you realize that you haven't eaten any food, you get real hungry real quick. Okay. Let's get these done. We should probably also clear up our crafting queue. Down to 1.6 million. Well, technically it's still 1.7 million. Only 10 runes of Asgard left. That's exciting. Only 10,000 logic processors left. Don't need those feathers anymore. Still doing those. I wonder if I could time in a bottle that crafting table. These guys can take forever. I made the 2,000 black iron ingots. But because I've been making crafting tables and stuff, I've used up so much. Oh, I need heaps of these for the catalysts, don't I? I should make a whole lot. Panel had a boatload of quests to show you the mods. Yeah, I really enjoyed MC Eternal. Were you with us when I played MC Eternal, Jay Wilson? That was a while back. I feel like you were. Oops. Time in a bottle. I really enjoy that mod pack. I don't think I didn't enjoy about that mod pack was the crashing in that effect that happened to me when I was on the moon. That's the only thing I didn't enjoy about that mod pack. It was a great mod pack. I had so much fun with that build as well. The city that I built, like. Kariata, if you want to see an ME system, the city that I built in MC Eternal, whew, that was spicy. My ME system covered like 10,000 blocks. It was a little bit bananas. Maybe it wasn't 10,000, but it was many thousands of blocks. It was a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that playthrough. It was very cool. It was also incredibly laggy. Oh my god, it was so bad. By the time we finished that mod pack, but again, I think that was that mod pack, or it was the way I built my city. There is a pattern to the lag, folks. I know I'm the common denominator, but you know, I will swear till I'm blue in the face that it's not me. It's the mod pack. It's definitely me. Or at least I contribute. There's no denying that. Okay, let's get these daggers done. And this will give us another checkmark in the magic chapters. I think these are the last two parts of this, yeah? Yeah, there's like nothing here. This is the most underwhelming chapter for mystical agriculture. There was an opportunity, especially because of how shenanigans the seeds are. Even the crafting for the seeds isn't in here. Huh. The shenanigans for the prosperity seeds? Like this? What is this? This should have been a quest, folks. Just say. Okay, soldiers. Do the soldiers have any other purpose other than to make seeds? I guess I should look that up. Soldier. What do they get used in? Just making seeds. Oh, empty soul jars gives you zombified piglin seed, folks. Just so you know. Drive, yeah. Well, yeah, that's true as well. Like the first, they didn't work at first, right? And we couldn't actually use the soul jars. There we go, chapter complete. So I'll put those away in my storage. We should check on this while we're down here. Man, some of these are still not full. Are they not full because I don't have enough? They're not full because I don't have enough, right? So if I make some more redstone... Yeah. If I make another 100 redstone... And then another 100 star infused. I know I don't actually need to make a full 2,000 of these. I'm okay with having extras. More Enderium. The 200 Enderium. Those are still crafting, and those are still crafting. Okay, so then what I'll do, let's pull out Insanium. Pull out the 2 Enders, the Redstone, the Cyanite. Okay, so then let's get... How many slots do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start getting these ones filled up. Okay. Chapter complete. So, Apotheosis. Oh, I need to go trade with a Wandering Trader. JC, do you still have all of your Wandering Traders out? They still chilling in your base, or do we need to spawn more? Turn on the spawner. Okay, sweet. I'm going to take a couple of stacks of emeralds with me. I don't know if people remember, but when we first set up the Wandering Trader spawner in our base, down on the ground there, and everyone came and shopped, that was a good day. It was a good day. I'm going to now return the favor and go do the same thing at JC's base. Well, because like we got like some crazy enchants off that, right? If you didn't see JC's stream, he's got a new welcome center. And these are all the people that hung out in his stream during his 1-year anniversary. So go check his VOD, folks. Go follow JC. Okay. Top floor of magic. Sconce lever. Okay, that works. I mean, Capture Gamer, you can still go watch the VOD again. Oh, is it not like a maxed out? Okay. I mean, I can do that for a second. Okay. See if we can find someone who'll sell us something. So that's not what we're after. We're after this, right? I need a diamond axe. Well, that sucks. He better not have moved. Just saying. Okay. So you and you. Take my things. Quest complete. I got deals. Cool. Okay. And this one we're not going to be able to do. Right? Ancient loot on a boss. I have not seen ancient loot. I need to... Oh, I just realized I'm in JC's base without my book on, making all the bees mad. It's okay. I will put my book back on. They'll still get mad at me. Maybe not. I'm probably far enough away. Hey. You're in other people's bases, folks. Remember to make things not mad. Oh, we need to make the hammer? There are things I could still be doing. It's not really, because it's all using the runes. I need to make lots of hammers. This is true. I need to make more than one hammer. Yeah, Botania. I think Botania needs to be the next focus. So I'll get the condensed magic done. And then we'll be able. Then we'll be free to do Botania, right? I think that's probably how it's probably best to work. Which we're probably pretty close, right? 5 left. 5 runes of Asgard to go. What's that? A Chaos Yellow Diamond. I don't know what that is. And we're down to 8,000 processes. That's awesome. I've got 12 crafts going, which is impossible. I think I've got 3, 4, 5. That's done. 6. That's done. That's done. I think that's done. That is happening. That one's gonna happen. Not happen. Okay. Down to 7. See, this is, yeah. Hey, 2 man. Oops, wrong way. Oops, wrong way. Where am I going? This way. Okay. Okay, so those ones are done. Okay. It was just the stone fuse that was done, so now I can add signalium. So we'll be able to do our ultimate ingots next week. So I think my goal is going to be to get as much crafting done this week as I possibly can, like all the components, so that we can start knocking out these creative items. I think I should be able to do all the chroma ingots, all the ultimate ingots, and all the ultimate singularities next week. And I'll be able to do the speculative processes, and then I just need to get more cheese. And then that's it, right? Those are the big moving parts. Then there'll be like crafting all the different versions of the things. But I think those are like the big components for these creative items, with the exception of like the ultimate catalysts. But those will come out of the ultimate ingots that I'm crafting. I just need to craft more black iron for them. I've got I've got all the other stuff done, right? Creative. Like, I'll have to make some of these. Ooh, spatial components. Do I have those programmed? What's that at? Applied? Spatial. Oh, spatial. I can't spell. Spatial. I do not have those programmed. What are these when they're at home? Ooh. Oh, those are going to be gross to craft as well. Not as bad as some of the others, but still going to be gross. Did I not have to make those for quests? No. No, I did not. No spatials. Cool. Okay. It's okay. Program that. But that's what I mean. Like, I think most of the stuff we've got left is that kind of... I'm just got to get that craft on, right? And then we'll be able to make the creative items. Like, I've got to make 4 16 million... fluid and 416 million storage. Everything else here I've got, or is relatively easy to craft. How many catalysts did we need in total? We needed 34 catalysts? That number doesn't feel high enough. So I'm looking at my ingot list. Yeah, let's look at this. So the creative energy cell. Energy cell. Oh no, energy cell needs 8 catalysts. So 68 catalysts. So 68 catalysts is 68 iron. I need to work out how much extra black iron I need to make. 68 plus each one of these is 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's 9 for each. So 68 times 9. Times 9. So I need to make another 612 black iron. Okay, so after this black iron's done, I'm going to kick off another 700. Just as a little bit of a buffer. Why are you still crafting 5 Rune of Asgard? I feel like that should be done, right? Oh no. What are you short on? Rune of Asgard. Oops. What are you missing? Air, Autumn, Pride, Bifrost, Netherite. Summer. Why have I got 5 summer? Oh, we got some weirdness happen, didn't we? Autumn. I need 5 autumn. Right? Hang on. Air, Autumn, Pride. Not fire. Air. Oop. Air, Autumn, Pride. There we go. I think we had some weirdness happen there. I'm guessing... I don't know how we got summer in there, right? Maybe it was crafting one of the lower tier ones and it messed up. So one of the problems with not being able to enable blocking mode, right? Because blocking mode doesn't work. Everything goes in and crafts get weird. There we go. That's working now. Okay, I want to get the... So then with these done, condensed magic. So we need... hang on, no. Chroma? I need to do this again. I needed 7,500. 750, not 7,500. I know it's a little bit less than that because we have used up some chroma ingots already. This is one of the other reasons that I'm trying not to just craft things, because now like my numbers are all out. Like I've obviously used 20, so I'm only crafting 730. Because like I crafted the exact number of those things that I was going to need. So I need 340 condensed mana. Okay. So let's get this one started. Because this one... I should wait for these last two to be done. Can I time in a bottle that one? I think I can time in a bottle this one. I sure can. Okay. So now I should be able to kick off 340 condensed magic. Condensed mana. 340. I should have basically all the bits available. I need 6 runes of mana. Should probably do those first. Everything else is basically it. So let's just do 6 rune of mana first. Rune mana. 6 more runes of mana. It's gonna make 12, but that's fine. Oh, those rewards where you're gonna get between 1 and 3 back are so trolly. So trolly. Okay. Okay, so condensed mana 340. It's gonna make some mana emeralds. Gonna make some pixie dust. Everything else is there. Go! Super solid wizard? JC. You're a wizard, Potter. Cool. Now I just have to wait. This one only says it's gonna take a minute. Condensed mana takes a little bit to craft. But we can time it to bottle it. Oh, this one gets weird because the lens of influences fill up the craft. Ugh, this one's gross, folks. Let's wait for these to finish. See, this is one of those ones where blocking mode's required. What is JC doing? Obtain your first arcane scroll. Acquire the Pac-Man. Are you just getting into ours? Trying to get a billion quests. Quest rewards. Okay, so this mana powder. Okay, let's turn off my magnet because we're dealing with things up here. Although, actually, I think all this stuff's in machines now, isn't it? It is. I can just do like a quick tickle. And a quick tickle. Oh, that needs a lot of tickle. How much mana do we have? We actually have a lot of mana. I think still 340 is going to be short. I'm just saying. Okay, dragon stones. Thank goodness for time at a bottle, Ray. For sure. Although I'm down to 157 hours. Until it runs out. Yeah, when it runs out, and that happened to me in CT1, I used up all of my time at a bottle breeding bees, folks. My goodness, the amount of time at a bottle I used on bees. Okay. I think this one does the condensed magic. Where are we at? creating all of the... No, JC. Why are there 560 of these available? Is this gonna craft... It's making the packages first, then it's gonna make these packages, then it's gonna do this? How's this work here, folks? What's it doing? Are you being weird? I don't want it to be weird, I just want it to work. I feel that's what it's doing. I wonder if you can make packages go faster. Yeah, because it's taking them from here. Yeah. I think I can time in a bottle of the packager. I'm not impatient at all. What are you talking about? It does not seem to be going any faster. You know, it was worth testing. I mean, I did only 4x it. But it's pretty bad. Because then it's still going to have to do... Yeah. Yeah, so it's doing... Yeah, these lenses don't stack, folks. That's what's causing... It's causing the problem. And that's probably what's going to cause problems here. Is if too many lenses go in, it all just gets jammed up. But there isn't really anything I can do to, like, keep in stock one. Is there? Maybe I could do something with routers? I don't know if I can extract from that side of the, from the altar, though. Oh, that's okay. As long as it keeps packaging... Yeah, this should be fine. Yeah, this will be fine. Because it'll... Oh, is this actually honoring the blocking mode? Get out of town. Can we... Go a little faster. It is honoring the blocking mode. I appreciate you, machine. Okay, so those the condensed mana is now happening. Sweet. And now I've just got to be patient and hope that I don't run out of mana. If I run out of mana again, that's not going to be fun. How much mana goes into one of these? Like a fifth of a pool? 20%? That looks like 20% to me, if that's 25%. So to make 340 divided by 5, 68 pools. We're not going to have that much mana. Nope. Not even kinda. Cool story, bro. Folks, I think that's what we're going to call it. It's 20 past 4. I am hungry. We're still waiting on these crafts, but we're getting really close. We're getting really, really close. I've got some crafting to do in Industrial Foregoing. I got some crafting to do in Refined Storage. I've got some crafting to do in Britannia. And then I've got the creative items. So, you know what? That's okay. That is okay. But all I can really do now is wait for these crafting to finish. So that's where we're going to call it. We will be back on Friday with our 12-hour countdown to 2022. We'll be playing some PO3. Maybe doing some base building. Probably knocking out a whole lot of quests. And definitely going back to space. Because we still need to get more dash. Because we want to make seeds for that. But I do, again, hope that you had a wonderful Christmas. Got to spend some time with your loved ones. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. And thank you very much for everyone who gifted subs, resubbed, cheered biddies, got that hype train happening. That was something else. Thank you very much again to all of my Submas contributors as well. I'm very grateful to have your names on the baubles on my Christmas tree so that I can remember you for years to come. The tree will be down by the next time you see me, though. And for all the server members, keep an eye out in Discord. Details for the next mod pack coming soon. And for everyone in chat, you'll find out soon as well. I'm going to love yous, leave yous, and catch you all next time. Have a great night. Bye for now.